Come on, baby, should we do this? It's time for M-I the a-hole! Screaming and judging. Where's my, is it gavel or gravel? Gavel, right? Is that hammery thing a gavel? Regardless, we're about to get our judgy on because Reddit has asked us to. Thank you so much, Reddit. You asked for it, you got it. We're gonna have a look. We're gonna read some posts together and indeed judge the internet and see if they are indeed
an a-hole.
So gassy. All right, ready for this? Am I the a-hole for making my sister's gender reveal cake gray because she wouldn't tell me the gender? And this says, a-hole poo mode. I don't know what that means. Just based on that, don't you kind of have to make it like no color if you don't know what gender the baby is? Also, it's not a gender reveal cake if you're not revealing a gender? I'm so confused. Let's dive a little deeper. All right, I, 22 male, bake as a hobby, and I'm actually pretty good at it. Like, I get paid under the table for weddings and baby showers. Kind of good. Probably shouldn't tell the tax department that. My sister is pregnante and wanted me to make the cake for her gender reveal. Cool, no problem. I asked her to send me the info so I could prep the inside classic pink or blue filling. She says, oh no, I want to be surprised too. Just make it neutral for the reveal and we'll all find out together. This isn't a gender reveal cake. What? I was like, huh? So you want a gender reveal cake with no gender revealed. She says she'll have someone email the info to me later. That someone never did. Scandalous. Deadline comes and I still have no gender. So I make the cake. It's gray inside, gray outside, just full on cement vibes. I even added little fondant clouds for effect. It still tasted great, but visually, grim as hell. The reveal day comes, they cut into it and my sister looks pissed. Her husband is confused. People start murmuring and then she pulls me aside like, oh, why would you make it gray? That's like so passive aggressive. I calmly reminded her that no one told me the gender. I literally had no data to work with. I told her I wasn't about to guess or go full improv on someone's baby cake. Now my mum says I embarrassed her in front of the family and that I should have tried harder to do what? Summon the gender through vibes? Am I the a-hole for making the most neutral reveal cake in history? Edit. I actually did follow up, asked her a couple of days before the reveal if the info had been sent, and she just said something like, yeah, someone's taking care of it. I figured it was handled. I didn't want to pester her since she seemed chill about it at the time. Is this person an a-hole-y? Okay, what do I think? I don't think this person is an a-hole because no one gave them the information that they should have. It's like, if you don't have information, what can you do? I think it's actually extremely funny they went to all the effort of making it as gray as possible. I would have pulled my sister aside before the reveal saying, by the way, no one got back to me, so you've got a gray cake. I'm curious, what do you think? Are you like total a-hole? I'm like, no, but you could have told your sister though. You should have maybe done that. I rule you kind of an a-hole, but kind of okay. Yeah! Right? A funny a-hole. Okay, this one looks weird. This was an hour ago. Let's have a little look-see. Was this long? In February, I, 19 female, arrived in the US as an au pair, darling. That's a nanny for those people that don't speak French. If you don't know how the program works, basically you're hired as a nanny, but you're not paid a lot. I get $196 per week because the family gives you a place to stay and food in their house. And they also pay for your studies. Up to $500 a week, a month, a year, I don't know. Okay, so it's just very, very small. It was the only way I could afford to have the exchange experience, and I really wanted to take this chance. So I came. That's what he said. The two kids I take care of are great. We talk a lot, and I've already learned so much from them. The problem I have is with their parents. Dun, dun, dun. Since I arrived, they told me that I'm only allowed to eat the items from one cabinet, nothing else. And they will only replenish once a month. And they have cameras and will see if I try anything. I don't know if this is true, but I wouldn't steal anyway. In my cabinet, they put a few tortillas, a few canned vegetables, and mac and cheese boxes. No snacks, drinks, cheese or meat, chicken, none of these. You need to get out. They'll start putting you in a cage. Bro, what the f? Okay, like, I'm sorry. I'm saying right now, this person, whatever they do is not an asshole. Because This is horrible. And I can try and match with another family and wait for the process or go back home. I don't want to give up, so I stayed. But the food thing was really getting to me, so I started to use the money to put things in my cabinet. The problem is that they're super healthy and they don't let their kids eat Chips Ahoy, Pringles, beef jerky, stuff like that. The kids are super healthy, understood. I wasn't trying to eat in front of the kids on purpose, but I spent most of my day with them when they aren't in their classes and I get hungry, so I eat in front of them. And they started to ask me to eat too. My money doesn't get me very far. My parents have no way of helping me, and these snacks can last for days when I pace myself. So I just told them they would need to ask their parents for snacks because I didn't have a lot to share.
Bro, this is wild.
They did, and their mum blew up at me in front of them, telling me that I had a lot of audacity denying her kids food inside her home, that if I ate in front of them, I had to share, and that I couldn't bring this kind of junk into her home. Okay, there's two things wrong with this. First of all, you don't eat your kids eat naughty snackies, so you're doing them a favor by not sharing your beefy Pringles with these kids. Number two, you're literally locking the food in like a pantry. You're not letting like this person have like fresh access to like touch grass and like fresh water and like meats and stuff. It's like they're living in the depression. This is so crazy. I had a lot of audacity denying her kids food inside her home, that if I ate in front of them, I had to share, and then I couldn't bring this kind of junk into her home. I couldn't really say anything in fear of her just dumping me on the street. But I told that I didn't have enough money to buy an amount that I could share with the kids or buy healthier, and that I would really like to share mine if they shared theirs. I meant the food the family eats. I don't ask the kids for their snacks or food ever. Oh my God. She said I was lucky she really needed a nanny, and that's it. I told my parents about it, and they think she's wrong, that I am too for how I dealt with it and for taking it out on the kids when it's not their fault. I don't think she did. An old pair of friends also think asshole for denying food to little kids. Am I the a-hole and Wibdel, whatever that means, if I kept buying junk even after she told me there weren't allowed in her home? Honestly, this is absolutely ridiculous. You are not the a-hole. I can say that with extreme confidence. Also, a camera to monitor the cupboard? Dude, that's like serial killer vibes. That's like, what is wrong with you? Am I the a-hole for not letting my boyfriend come on vacation with me because he's a picky eater? My instinct says yes. You are an a-hole. However, the internet has already voted and said you're not an a-hole. First thing, we've got the edit. You know what? We'll read the edit afterwards. Okay. My boyfriend has a ton of food restrictions and is very picky in general. He basically can only eat chicken fingers, grilled cheese, mac and cheese, and pad thai. I've never seen him eat a vegetable. We just started dating a few months ago and I love him, but I eat everything and I'm very laid back. I know I will have to plan my entire day around finding food he can eat, on top of listening to him complain that things aren't the same. Even if a restaurant does have chicken fingers or mac and cheese, it won't be the same as what we get at home. And I just don't want to hear about it while I'm on vacation. Am I the a-hole? I feel bad. I will say the spice of life is clearly in the pad thai. So there is something that isn't just literally like white and yellow. They've gone with pad thai. So I'm like, if you use pad thai as kind of the exotic dish, I'm sure you can go to pad see-ew, maybe some Chinese food. Like, can't you just like build upon it? This person might be neurodivergent, which would make more sense in context. Normally when people are picky adults, it's because of something else. You know, there are food issues. Like, I wasn't sure, like, food restrictions is an actual thing. I have food restrictions. I am a pain. I eat everything that's inside my food restrictions, and I am vegan. Yes, I'm that person, and I'm annoying as hell, and I get it. I get it. If you don't want to go eat out with me, I totally understand. Obviously, people have said you're not the a-hole, and if it's literally going to ruin your vacation and your boyfriend is such a picky eater and just going to complain the whole time, then you don't want to bring down your vacation. So either you chat about it before and you say, listen, I'm worried that when I go on vacation that you're not going to be able to eat, and then you'll be upset with your choices ahead of you. And if your boyfriend's like, you know what, maybe I'll open my mind and my mouth to a little more, then you can kind of work through it. But if you're like, no, I'm going to complain and just eat mac and cheese, that's not great either. Okay, we've got a little tag edit on the end, which says, edit, I'm breaking up with him. After seeing a glimpse into my future via your responses, I realized I cannot do this and it will eventually wreck us. Thank you. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. You may absolutely love someone, but if you can't handle this side of someone's personality, I'm like, Okay, you do you, Pikachu. I'm gonna say not the a-hole. I'm gonna say not. What do you guys think? Well, let's see what the comments say. Not the a-hole. I told myself never again with the picky eaters after dating a chicken finger man. Whoa. Somehow it will always be you is expected to plan the meals too. I understand not liking some things, but unless this is a medical/allergy or allergies, there is a point where it's just stuck up and annoying as a fully grown man. Yeah, I've never dated anyone who has food issues. I'm the person with food issues. If it's not for neurodivergency, which, you know, we love. If you have autism and certain textures, things you just don't like, cool. But if you're just being picky and you're like, I can't, if you're being a diva, different. But unfortunately, we don't know, right? We don't know where this person sits. We've got no idea. So I feel like you've got to have grace for people and understand where the pickiness comes from. Thank you for being the Judge Judy of the internet today. If you like this content, follow me on YouTube. I was about to say Instagram. You can do that too, but like YouTube. Only if you want to, because I am a random stranger on the internet. Oh my God, I love you so much. Have a great one. If you want to watch more YouTube, do it. Kisses. Bye.